We have connected cities around the world and millions of people who inhabit them. We have worked together to overcome challenges. We have shared our experiences to inspire each other. We have made our ideas the core of our actions. Our shared goal remains the same, making food systems more sustainable, fair, safe, nutritious, inclusive, and climate-friendly. We are ready to face future challenges, committed to leaving no one behind. In the past 5 years, we have achieved a lot, but there is still much to do. The path ahead of us is paved. All we need to do is follow it together. Because the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact was built for us, by us. Cities and territories are the beating heart of the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact. They are striving to build inclusive climate action, sustainable urban development, social equity, poverty reduction, and circular economy, able to optimise resources and reduce waste. These are issues concerning us all. It is only through shared commitments and efforts that we will achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Our journey began in Milan in 2015. Following many months of preparation, the city was ready to host the Universal Expo on Feeding the Planet, Energy for Life, and to welcome mayors from over 100 cities worldwide, gathered to sign the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact.
3, 2, 1, sign!
The first ever international agreement on sustainable urban food systems was born. A document setting forth 37 recommended actions to inspire mayors and policymakers to tackle food-related challenges at the urban level.
It's a great honor to welcome all of you to FAO and symbolically open the doors of this organization to all cities of the world.
1 year later, representatives of signatory cities met at FAO headquarters in Rome. In an extraordinary event that saw the participation of large and smaller cities, because city-to-city cooperation is the core of the Pact. On this very occasion, on World Food Day 2016, the first edition of the Milan Pact Awards was launched.
I'm really thrilled that many of the cities and the leaders that you're hearing from today are finally getting the recognition that they deserve.
A powerful tool to strengthen cooperation and exchange best practices among cities. That year also marked an important milestone for the Milan Pact internal governance structure. It could now rely on a newly established Secretariat and a steering committee. In 2017, it was Valencia's turn to host 400 mayors, experts and city delegates, gathered for our third annual gathering.
Valencia es una ciudad llena de valores.
Valencia is a city of values. This is a privileged opportunity to put those values on the table.
It was increasing and momentum was growing stronger. Developing innovative food policies requires consideration of social inclusion, resilience and sustainability. Such topics were discussed in 2018 at the 4th annual gathering held in Tel Aviv. Participants worked together on urban food policies and climate change. Innovation stems from dialogue and joint work. This gathering saw the launching of the MUFPP monitoring framework, a useful tool for cities to monitor their progress in implementing the Pact's recommended actions and to inform policy-making process. In 2019, Milan Pact cities met in Montpellier to discuss the contribution of food systems to the Sustainable Development Goals and to localising the Agenda 2030. It was an extraordinary participation of our growing and increasingly conscious community. And there's more. Throughout the years, the MUFPP cities held 12 meetings in different geographic regions. The regionalisation process plays a crucial role in identifying common challenges and solutions applicable to similar territorial and socio-economic contexts. In 5 editions, the Milan Pact Awards collected 370 best practices from our cities, demonstrating the increased importance of food policies in cities' agendas. The Milan Pact Awards is a formidable tool to raise awareness, facilitate mutual understanding, and spur innovation in shaping urban food systems. The best practices collected represent a rich and evolving repository of knowledge on urban food policies, inspiring cities to work together towards our shared goals. We are a thriving community, enriched by the valuable support of our partners, city networks, and multilateral initiatives. All of us with a view into the future, we are looking forward to meeting again. Now more than ever, we are fully aware of the value and strength of our joint work. We are ready and happy to welcome cities, institutions, and people to join us in the continuation of this extraordinary journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this plenary session on the state of the Pact. From the video that you just watched, you had the possibility to see our journey since 2015. And the aim of this session is to give you an overview on what the Pact is today and what will be tomorrow, focusing on 4 pillars that are our membership, our knowledge, our meetings, our fora, and our governance. The second half of this session will be dedicated to the regionalization strategies of our steering committee members. For this part, then, I will ask the support of Ruslan Galiakhmetov in representation of the city of Kazan as steering committee coordinator. But now I would like to begin with the global overview of the state of the Pact. And in order to do this, I would like to have on stage the Vice Mayor of Milan, Anna Scavuzzo, and Valentina Amorese, representing the Cariplo Foundation. They will share with us important contribution for our community. And I think very interesting news. Okay, let's start from who we are, our members. We started in 2015 in Milan with a core group of around 100 cities. And after 6 years, we doubled our members. So we are now 217. And I think that now I reply to the most asked question. So how many are we? 217. I say for now because the last city that joined the Pact was just 2 days ago, and is the city of Wellington with a beautiful ceremony. Over the last few years, we decided to focus our membership more on quality rather than quantity. And bearing this in mind, we have been working hard to involve cities that were eager to share and learn from one another, independently of their progress on food policies. Even though there have been many changes in the and we know it, in the city administration, and with a high level, let's say, of turnover of city officers, we have been satisfied with the result of active cities in the network, because more than 3/4 of them are demonstrating continuously to be committed towards our work. Our mayors represent a population of around 400 million people. I am amazed by the meaning behind this number. We all together, with our food policies, can have an impact on 4 million inhabitants, and this is definitely impressive. We have a great potential in our hand as food policy officers, and we should be aware of this. And this is something that we mentioned also during the previous plenary session on the Barcelona challenge. So let's go more in detail. If we break down the numbers of our membership, we can understand the distribution among our region and the size of our cities. The most populated region is Asia Pacific, with the lowest number of cities, 18. While the region with the highest number is Europe, with 99. So I think we should reach the 100 soon, because I don't like the 99. It's something strange. We can guess which will be the 100th. So the second region for number of inhabitants is Africa, counting 37 cities. And I think that the regionalization process and the 4 regional fora over the years has spurred the African membership. To understand the overall distribution of the population, we can have a look to this chart that is pretty straightforward. The majority of cities, 34%, represent a population ranging around 0.5 to 1 million people. On the one hand, we have 3% of cities that feature more than 10 million inhabitants. They are all in Asia Pacific. And all this comprehensive work on our membership has been very helpful to understand where are we now and where we will be tomorrow. Just to end on this notice on the membership, we want to welcome the 19 new cities that signed the Pact in 2021. So I would like to ask the Vice Mayor, who is very keen on the state of our membership and also on the new signatory cities to welcome these cities. Please, Vice Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Filippo. I'm very happy also to share with you the list of the cities that joined the Pact in 2021, also because after pandemic, it's very important to have a huge horizon in front of us. And these new signatory cities are a sign of hope. And I'm very happy that new addition can increase also the representation of our cities, bringing with them, their specific context, the solutions, also after the pandemic and not just thinking about the past. And at the same time, they bring to us also their local challenge. We can go from far west with the signing of Los Angeles, moving south to Recife in Brazil, and even farther south to the signing of Rio Grande and La Tierra del Fuego. To the far east with the first New Zealand city, Filippo also already mentioned some minutes ago, Wellington. Just 2 days ago, I had the pleasure to join online the signing ceremony in the Municipal City Council of Wellington. During the last Global Forum, the Secretariat and I committed to increase the participation and the number of cities in both Asia Pacific and Eurasia and Southwest Asia. And we have been working very hard on this. And I would like to thank Filippo and the staff for this important effort, also through the organization of thematic webinars. And clearly our efforts have paid off with the signing of relevant cities such as Tokyo, Sydney, and Bangkok. The first regional forum in Eurasia and Southwest Asia, organized by the city of Kazan, we mentioned more than once yesterday, healthy nutrition for children, has been fundamental in the process, and it brought 5 new cities to the Pact: Bishkek, Cheboksary, Chinizau, Nizhny Novgorod, and Samara. I don't know if my pronunciation is okay, but I try to do it. Then from Europe, we have Aosta in Italy, Cadiz, Seville, and Strasbourg. Anzi, Sevilla, creo.
Sevilla.
We really look forward to finding out which will be the number 100 from Europe, and maybe we can have a present for the mayor.
Yes.
From Africa, we have Accra, Addis Abeba, and Carthage. I'm delighted to know that the mayor of Carthage is following us online, and I would like also to thank the mayor for this signature. I am very happy, on behalf of Giuseppe Sala, to welcome these mayors along with their cities and also along with their food policy teams. And I wish you all a very good work ahead together with us. Thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. So let's move on to the second pillar of the state of the Pact, that is the state of our knowledge. The most important tool, as you know, that we have to collect our knowledge are the Milan Pact Awards. The awards are promoted by the City of Milan and the Cariplo Foundation. By collecting practices, food policies from 2016 to date, we have been able to create a common platform of food policy knowledge. And I see it as a living library of experiences from which cities can draw, but at the same time, they can inspire others and promote dissemination of innovative solutions. As you can see from the chart, in the last couple of years, there has been a sharp increase of the number of submissions. So these trends show us the growing importance of food policies in the political agenda of mayors, and also your willingness to share this knowledge with the Pact community. We saw it also in 2020, that has been sadly an unusual year. So with the COVID outbreak, we decided to launch a special edition of the awards, the Milan Pact Talks. This is because during the pandemic, we saw that food policy teams had to face many unexpected challenges, as the urban food system have been severely hit. Therefore, we ask you some videos to show your COVID food responses and understand how you mitigated and adapted to the food system shock. The idea was to share immediate content that could inspire other cities to take action immediately. Your participation has been impressive, and this extraordinary response in such difficult moment made it clear the team spirit of our community. So over the years, we collected quite 400 practices from more than 120 signatory cities, and they are all available in our website and on YouTube channel. So if you have if you are interested in particular topic or policy, we invite you to write to the Secretariat, and we will be more than happy to create synergies with other signatory cities. Maybe not next week, in a couple of weeks it will be better. So moving to the numbers, to the issue of the submission, the Milan Pact cities are working mostly on governance and sustainable diets. This means that you are structuring better your food policies, maybe creating horizontal and vertical integration, or creating, for example, food councils. In relation with sustainable diets and nutrition, you are improving your school canteens and promoting healthy and sustainable diets. The least participated category for the moment is food waste prevention. And well, we will work hard to improving also the participation and the knowledge that you can have in this category. Let me just mention that well, a couple of days ago, the Milan Municipality won a very important prize, the first Headshot Prize, on the category food waste. And we will be more than happy to share with you the model, but more has to come tomorrow. Just a quick anticipation. So, talking about the future, I'd like to give the floor to Valentina, who is representing the Cariplo Foundation, that is a co-promoter for the award, because I think that she has important announcement to say. Thank you, Valentina.
Thank you very much, Filippo. As you all know, for Cariplo Foundation, the issue related to urban food policy is really very relevant. And since the very beginning, with the Milan Pact Awards, the intention has been to support the city, providing them practical tools and examples to enable food system transformation at the global and the local level. As you know, over the past 5 years, we have been provided a monetary prize to winning cities to facilitate knowledge exchange between winner and follower cities. But the award is a lot more than that. In fact, the funding part is just a little bit of it. The idea is to share knowledge across the cities all around the world. It is about working together for the same purposes, each of us with our peculiarities and differences. Apart from the winning cities, in fact, we have been involving many of you in field visits, winter schools, webinars, international consortia, and so on. These great results confirm the enthusiasm of signatory city to participate in the award and the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact. Therefore, I'm happy to announce that there will be a new call for the Milan Pact Awards, and that the call will be launched next spring. And we'd like to encourage all of you to consider this great opportunity. We believe that you have a lot to share, whether you are a city that had to refocus its priorities since the COVID outbreak, or you have already submitted your practices over the years, but they have evolved and increased their impact. I invite all the cities that the Vice Mayor has just welcomed to submit your food policies to the award for the first time. This is a great opportunity for you and for all of us to get involved and get the most out of the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact. Starting from 2022, the Milan Pact Award call will be launched every 2 years. And this is because we are planning to combine the call with the fellowship program meant to valorize the practices and knowledge shared by all of you. We are also picturing a few novelties to facilitate knowledge exchange across the cities and to facilitate peer learning activities. And I really look forward to next year's and all the novelty ahead.
So, thank you so much, Valentina. So we will start contacting you a lot, starting from March. So be ready to submit your practices to the next call of the awards. Just to conclude on the knowledge, we are using the context coming from the award also for international event. And the last one has been very important in the occasion of the United Nations Food System Summit. The MUFPP Secretariat has been asked to organize a plenary session on city and local food systems during the pre-summit with the support of the Informal Urban Food System Working Group. Considering the focus of national government in this event, the aim of this session was to showcase the key role of cities that the key role that cities can play in food system transformation. So we asked the cities of Milan, Bristol, São Paulo, Seoul, Addis Abeba, Copenhagen, Quelimane to present the efforts and their solution, asking the international community to support for the mayors. It was a great momentum for the Pact. I think that some of you followed many of you followed the pre-summit, and the Pact and the community was in the spotlight. This is just one out of many opportunities that we are in which we are trying to involve our network at the international level. I think also it's worth mentioning other two resources that we will explore more in the dedicated session. The first one is the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact Monitoring Framework Handbook and Resource Pack. It's a renewed publication jointly produced by RUA, FAO, and the Secretariat. It provides practical steps and simple tools, top tips, and a methodology for any cities that is wishing to adopt and implement a monitoring framework. We will know more in the next session, so please stay here after the State of the Pact. The second tool is the Food Action Cities platform. It's a web platform developed by Gain Ruaf and the MEFP Secretariat, where cities can share experiences, resources, and insights on their food policies. The platform is available at foodactioncities.org, and you will find more it during the session, the tomorrow session at 9 on food environment. Okay, so let's move forward to an overview of the meetings, our fora, both at global and regional level. They are fundamental moments in which cities can work together, and together with the other cities and with the Pact stakeholders to advance more rapidly. From the introductory video, you have seen some glimpses from other years, and I think that they are also, for some of you, some memories turning back. So we have seen over the year an increase of number of cities engaged and that are participating in the Global Forum, and I'm happy to know that this year we are even more. So we reached 130 approximately. So about the regional fora, it's also a fundamental tool to have a concrete exchange and work between regional stakeholders and cities with more homogeneous contexts. And today we have organized 16 regional fora. In February, the one in Ouagadougou for Africa, and in June, the 4th regional forum that the Vice Mayor mentioned in the city of Kazan. That was the first one in Eurasia and Southwest Asia. So let me say also that we are very involved with the steering committee members to organize also a new regional forum for the year ahead. With this map, you have also a distribution of the city that hosted a global or a regional forum. And I take the opportunity to thank all the cities that engage as Barcelona to host a forum, because it's a great momentum for us to work together. Let me thank in particular as we are now in Barcelona, the Barcelona team. So Alvaro, Amaranta, Ingrid, the barter team, the food policy team, and the international relations department for this amazing work. Os echaremos de menos. Si estáis en sala.
We will really miss you. If you're in the room, we will really miss you next week.
The Secretariat team, Serena in particular, and also the food policy team, the international relations department, and the director, Vittoria Beria, for the great support in organizing this important moment. Okay, now we are approaching a very important moment on the State of the Pact.
More suspense, a little bit of suspense.
Yes, because now the Vice Mayor will tell you where will be the next city to host the Global Forum. Please.
Thank you, Filippo. We need a little wonderful, like an Oscar night. Thank you. Thank you also to Filippo. I would like to have for you an applause. For the work of these days and also for the future. And before this important announcement, I'd like to add, as previously decided, the steering committee, that next Global Forum will be in 2022. After we have some other things, because from 2022 onwards, the Global Forum will be held every 2 years, exactly as the words as Valentina mentioned. But next year we are on Global Forum once again. Last summer, we launched the call to host the Global Forum for 2022, and we received different amazing candidatures. First of all, I would like to thank the cities that submitted their proposal and have demonstrated their willingness to host a global forum. Thank you very much. I don't want to mention them, but they know. And I would like to thank also because it's a very strong effort that the city has to face, and it's very important to have this disponibility and also this generosity. Now, this is the announcement. The Milan Pact Steering Committee, on the meeting held here yesterday, decided that for its experiences on food policy innovation, for the proposed team well connected to the global food agenda, for the consolidated experience in hosting international events, for the diverse and vibrant field visit on food policy actions, for being the first global forum in its region. For all this region, the 2022 Milan Urban Food Policy Pact Global Forum will be hosted by the city of Rio de Janeiro.
I was thanking the distinguished Vice Mayor of Milan, Ms. Anna Scavuzzo, the members of the Secretariat and of the Steering Committee of the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact, our mates from Curitiba and Moscow, who bravely took part in this beautiful competition to host next year's Global Forum. It is a joy to be representing the city of Rio on behalf of Mayor Eduardo Paes, in my capacity as Chief of the Department of International Relations and Cooperation of the City Hall. So yesterday, I had the pleasure to present to you Rio's candidacy, and today I have the honor to thank you for choosing Rio as the host of next year's Global Forum of the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact. We thank very much every vote received from the steering committee who showed confidence on the ability of Rio to advance the agenda of urban food systems hand in hand with the sustainable and equitable development agendas. May I humbly commend the steering committee for its decision to choose a city from the Global South to lead next year's forum. We share this great responsibility with our fellow cities of Belo Horizonte, Rosário, Merida, and now Recife. Forum from Agenda 21 to Rio plus 30 cities. Food systems at the core of the Sustainable Development Agenda. This is the theme of next year's Global Forum. We are very happy to be able to host it in 2022, precisely during the 30th anniversary of the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, held in our marvelous city in 1992. Also, we will spare no efforts to further mobilize Latin America towards the Pact's commitments, which, by the way, we did when Rio hosted the first regional forum of Latin American cities of the Milan Pact. And our team will very soon connect with the Secretariat of the Milan Pact to begin preparations for the 8th Global Forum in Rio, to help us put up an inclusive and diverse event focused on a virtual hub, which I carefully call Food Virtual Hub, which will be an interactive platform connecting different cities worldwide. So on behalf of our Mayor, Eduardo Paes, we thank very much indeed the steering committee, and we look forward to meeting you all in Rio next year to change the role and relation with food in urban societies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are looking forward to...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Dear colleagues, dear participants, as mentioned by Filippo, my name is Ruslan Galiakhmetov. I represent the city of Kazan, which acts as a steering committee coordinator during its current mandate. For us, it's a great honor and opportunity. So we would like to thank again steering committee member cities for their support and trust to represent the signatory cities at the global level. All members of the steering committee meet at least 4 times a year, and throughout the year, the Secretariat of the Milan Pact works with each regional representatives separately. For instance, right after the steering committee elections, we started to work together on the preparation of leadership plan that were presented and discussed during the Global Forum. Yesterday evening and today morning, we had 6 regionalization strategy parallel sessions. The purposes of these strategy sessions were to bring together signatory cities from the same region in order to define together their strategy and leadership plan for the next 2 years. Here we have a representative of all 6 regions, including myself, who will briefly present the state of the Pact in their region, their main challenges and opportunities, their plans for the current mandate of the steering committee in terms of number of new members, regional and global forums, webinars, good practices to be submitted to the Milan Pact Award, and potential partnerships. So I would like to invite here the representatives of regions who are here on site, and also we have a number of representatives joining online. So I would like to invite Scarlett Zongo, steering committee member from Ouagadougou Municipality, representing the Africa region. Please. I would like to welcome Ginanjar, steering committee member from Bandung Municipality, representing Asia Pacific. She will join online. I'd like to welcome Natalia, Boitot, Vice Chair, Eurocities Working Group Food, representing Europe. I'd like to welcome Angelina Escalante, steering committee member from Merida Municipality, representing North and Central America. She will join us online. I would like to call to the stage Hugo Salomão França, steering committee member from the city of Belo Horizonte, representing the South America region. Please. So let me just start with the brief description of the state of the Pact in the Eurasia and Southwest Asia region and our leadership plan. In the Eurasia and Southwest Asia region, we currently have 18 signatory cities, and 5 of which joined the Milan Pact this June during the regional forum held in Kazan. So far, our region has hosted 1 global forum by the city of Tel Aviv-Yafo in 2018. The first regional forum, titled Healthy Cities and Healthy Nutrition for Children, was held this year in Kazan. The forum was very successful. It brought together mayors, experts in the field of healthy nutrition from all over the world. Over the 2 days, 100 online and offline speakers spoke at 11 parallel sessions. The event was attended by more than 1,000 online and on-site participants who took part in the round tables and discussion sessions from various parts of Russia and more than 20 foreign countries, including Italy, the Netherlands, Greece, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Moldova, the Republic of Belarus, Belgium, Great Britain, Switzerland, and others. For the Milan Pact Award, 20 food practices were submitted by the cities from our region since 2015. We have 1 winning city, the city of Mezitli from Turkey, and 2 special mention cities, which are Kazan and Tel Aviv-Yafo. During the session this morning, we have discussed the leadership plan for our region. The Eurasia and Southwest Asia region is a diverse area with different characteristics, which are expressed in various cultures, food consumption, food production, and means of transportation, and different levels of food insecurity. From the desert of Middle East through the steppes of Eurasia to tropical forests and mountain peaks of the Indian subcontinent, the different climates of the region represent us changing challenges. In dealing with the above-mentioned challenges, it is possible to reach sub-regional resolutions to promote solutions as much as possible to the most common challenges. Special consideration should be given to the children's diet and healthy nutrition. The focus on the children's diet could provide opportunities to tackle the challenges from the beginning, create healthy diet culture, and reduce the need to deal with the consequences of unhealthy nutrition. In 2021-2023, we plan to involve new cities from the countries that are not yet represented at the Milan Pact. It is important to actively involve the current and new member cities at the ongoing activities of the Milan Pact. We would like to hold at least 2 more regional forums during this period. The Eurasia and Southwest Asia region will actively encourage member cities to prepare their practices and apply for the Milan Pact Award, and also to join the Barcelona Challenge for Good Food and Climate initiated by the city of Barcelona. One important request that came out during the session today was supported by all participants is to consider including Russian as one of the official languages for the future Milan Pact global events such as the Global Forum. Given the fact that not only Russia, but also Commonwealth of independent state countries, some countries in Eastern Europe and Asia understand and speak Russian well, it would facilitate more active participation of these cities across all sessions of the future global forums. I hope this proposition will be kindly accepted by the Secretariat, and we hope it will use the Russian language for the next global forum in Rio de Janeiro. Now let me give the floor to my colleagues to present the state of the Pact in their region, their leadership plans, and main outcomes of their session. I kindly ask to stay within the time limits, which are 5 minutes for each speaker. Thank you. So, for the first speech, I would like to give the floor to Scarlett Zongo from Ouagadougou Municipality, representing Africa. Please.
Thank you very much, Ruslan. Good afternoon, dear participants. With all protocol observed, I'm Scarlett Zongo from the city of Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, and focal point of the Milan Pact of the city of Ouagadougou. It's my pleasure on behalf of the city of Antananarivo and Ouagadougou, both members of the steering committee and representative of the Africa region, to do a summary of the state of the Pact in Africa. Since 2015, there have been 4 regional forums of the Milan Pact. The first one was in Dakar in 2016, the second one in Brazzaville, in Congo in 2018, the third one in Niamey in 2019, and the last one was this year in Ouagadougou. 57 good practices were submitted to the Milan Pact Awards. One award winner was selected in the Africa region with 3 special mentions, and there is currently 37 signatory cities across Africa. The challenges of the African regions are growing increase of urban population that will reach 1,340,000,000 of people in 2050, rapid urbanization that leads to land use conflicts between housing and agriculture in cities' outskirts, lack of storage facilities which create disparities in access to healthy and quality food, food insecurity aggravated by climate change and terrorism in some sub-regions, vulnerability to food systems to shocks such as the COVID-19 pandemic. The Africa Regionalization Plan 2021-2023 has 4 components: forums, webinars, good practices, and an online platform. We plan to organize 3 regional forums, with 1 already done in 2021, host 5 thematic webinars, submit 25 good practices in 2022, promote 1 online platform in the form of a linking group for African cities. During the workshop on the regionalization strategies for Africa region, cities have shared meaningful experiences. We learned about Carthage inclusive production system, Praia in Cape Verde, who went for 4 years without rain, Dakar in Senegal, which is developing the solidarity economic component of urban food system, and an NGO, the NGO Ricolto, which shared a bit of its project called Generation Food that aimed to train the next generation of agro-entrepreneurs in Ouagadougou. As an input, cities stressed the need to have an adequate translation during the event, both online and in person, in order to overcome the language barrier. Thank you.
Thank you, Scarlett. Yeah, you have to work in a very challenging environment due to rapid urbanization and increase of the population. So thank you for hosting the regional forum this year, and good luck with your implementing your plans.
Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to invite Ginanjar, a steering committee member from Bandung Municipality, and tell us about the regionalization strategy of Asia-Pacific region. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ruslan. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, dear participants. My name is Ginanjar from Bandung, Indonesia. I would like to share an overview of the Asia-Pacific region. Currently, there are 18 signatory cities. One regional webinar that was held on last April 2021. 19 food practices submitted and 2 awards special mention. This afternoon, we had the Asia-Pacific Regionalization Strategy session, which was attended by 30 participants with 6 cities, Seoul, Melbourne, Sydney, Ouagadougou, Bangkok, Sukabumi, and Depok from Indonesia. And 5 stakeholders, Slow Food, Parahyangan University of Indonesia, YLKI, Consumer Association from Indonesia, Jakarta, Ricolto, and RURC. We plan to transform the Asia-Pacific region food system, become a sustainable food system that provide food security and nourishment for all, while not negatively affecting future generation, economic, social, and environmental basics. Our region challenges regarding food and agriculture are hunger and poverty, climate change, growing urbanization and land degradation, shortage of natural resources, and transboundary pet and illness, and also community development and social movement. However, we believe that the complexity is our sustainable food system situation need a more comprehensive and coordinated solution. Therefore, we apply the pentahelic collaboration method, which includes government, educational institution, business institution, media, and NGOs, even army and police institution, and also school, like Islamic boarding school here, pesantren, to overcome this situation together. In the next 2 years, we are planning to add 6 signatory cities from our region, 2 regional forums to be held, 4 thematic webinars to be held, 4 food policies project, and 17 food practices to be submitted. Hopefully, through cooperation and collaboration, we able to develop more sustainable urban food system for better life and future. Terima kasih, gracias, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to you, Ruslan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ginanjar. Yeah, that's a great idea to apply this pentahelix model to involve public authorities, businesses, universities, media, and NGOs, and try to work together. And I saw that we have very similar numbers in terms of number of signatory cities. We also have 18 in terms of number of applications and regional forums. We have the colleagues from Europe who are reaching the 100, so we have to catch up with them, and so we have to work hard to reach the colleagues from other regions. Good luck with you, with your activities. Thank you. I would like to ask next Natalia Boitot, Vice Chair, Eurocities Working Group on Food, representing the city of the Europe region. Please tell us what you have decided during the regionalization strategy session, which was today, right?
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
This morning.
So good afternoon, everyone. Very glad to be here and to present the results of our fruitful session today, this morning. So the MUFPP mission in Europe is driven by the working group Foods, animated by Eurocities, coordinated by Eurocities, chaired by the city of Milan and vice-chaired by the city of Warsaw, together with the steering committee, which is represented by Barcelona and Birmingham Steering Committee for Europe. So what we have been doing within the last years in our group is to share knowledge and experiences through webinars, through visiting studies, also sharing knowledge about the Milan Pact Awards, which are great tools to connect these practices. What we also do is to conduct advocacy activities towards the European Union institutions, which is quite crucial to us. To be seen and acknowledged as crucial agents of change for food system transformations. And here in that regard, we are currently also working on the legislations regarding the Farm to Fork strategy. We also participate in the EU platform for food losses and waste, so we are quite engaged here, and we hope to enhance that in the future. And also what we do, we foster joint participations in EU-funded calls, so that we have a lot of EU-funded projects and we can realize our aims. But today we set for ourselves also further ambitious goals, and namely we wanted to raise more political voices among our cities, so to have joint messages, for example, by our mayors, to convey our mission and raise awareness about the role, promote our role as cities in the European dialogue and debate on food, which is quite important. And so we want also to engage cities at the national level, so that each city can maybe connect with other cities, and in the networks also at the national level, so that we have also a more fixed status towards our national governments. And what we thought also is that we want to work on the EU Child Guarantee initiative, which is a new initiative of the European Commission to work also on children poverty. So that's also another aspect, especially after the pandemic. So what we thought also is to expand our partnerships So we came up with 3 types of partnerships. So the core partnership, which is obviously working with Eurocities and the EU institutions, but also thematic partnerships with different organizations that we have been also working with, but to bring it to an upper level. So to empower the cities with different topics like circular economy for food, empower local communities, or food startups and food investments, so together with different organizations. And then also we thought about what I already mentioned, but to go more on a national level, so with cities being on board. And so we also thought about engaging more cities, also from countries where we have lower participation. So that's another goal. And here we wanted also to keep up engaging our colleagues from different cities to bring up different thematics which are crucial for cities in this food system transition challenge. So we want to keep up that. So we will meet in person because our functioning is the following one, that we want to keep 2 meetings, 2 regional forums per year. So we will see ourselves in Almeida, so during the Florida Expo next year, and also in Grenoble. So we are looking forward to it. And also we will keep up with the webinars, thematic webinars. So that's for sure, we will work on that. So if there are cities here in the room who are European cities and who didn't join us yet, so let's go together and embark on this journey, because we are really looking forward to make all these goals and objectives happen within the next 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Natalia, for your presentation, and thanks for the Eurocities working group on food for championing the activities in Europe. And we see the success. You are the most numerous region among the 6.
I wanted to add to that, of course, we will promote also, being in Europe, the Barcelona challenge for good food and the climate, which is also crucial. So we will keep it also as a main objective.
Great. Thanks. And we also look forward to the food trails project, and Kazan is one of the non-EU cities that have supported this application. We have, I think, about 20 non-European cities and 11 European cities that have joined this project. So we really look forward to...
Definitely, we will be glad to share it, and also with the whole Project 2030 project family. So we will share our knowledge and experiences, and to the whole MUFPP community too. So we will be glad to show what we have been doing and what were our experiences, barriers, opportunities. Definitely, we look forward to it.
Right. And I also wish you to get to the number 100. And so, as Filippo was saying, there will be a present for the one. So if there are European cities who would like to join, you can rush and
we could get it today.
Number 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much, Natalia.
Thanks.
So next, I would like to give the floor to Angelina Escalante, a steering committee member from Merida Municipality, to tell us about the regionalization strategy of North and Central America. Angelina, the floor is yours, please.
Hello, good morning. Well, I'm Angelina, head of environment and culture of the city of Merida. Today, I will presenting the summary of the intervention as a region, as presented by Lata from New Haven. Well, in our region are Canada, the United States, Mexico, and Central America. As you can see, it's a very wide and very diverse region. Our region is quite different if we divide in between the United States and Canada and Mexico and Central America. So our work plan is planned to be able to add the different problems in each area. And yesterday in the workshop with some of the cities in each area, one of the things that everyone agrees on is that the problems may be similar by area. Mexico City, for example, told us about the problems of production in its city due to the shortage of water and space to plant. And this can be a problem for many cities, especially in Mexico, like a country, by overcrowding in the big cities like that. No, we believe that one of the most important steps for us to advance in our work plan is to get to know each other as a region, to know our province by initially holding webinars for exchange of the practices. Work as a team on the topics to be considered for the workshops and webinars, inviting the different cities that we believe can be active part and at the Milan Pact and truly interested in this. And with this information that we can gather from the meetings, we will able to better carry out all the work and that we have planned for the region until 23. And in this plan, we have 8 membership numbers, new membership numbers, 2 forums, 2 webinars, 2 projects, and 22 practices in the all the plan, right? And this number of what we think we can achieve, but also we think along the way we can add some events if we think that it is necessary for us, right? And in our region, like you can see, is 24 signatory cities, 53 food practices, and 4 award winners and 3 awards special mention. So that is our plan for now and until 23. Thank you and success to all.
Thank you, Angelina. Yes, you also have very diverse region, and as we can see from the numbers, for the Milan Pact Award, you sent very good projects. So you have the 4 award-winning cities, which is the largest number among 6 regions, and even the submission and winning ratio is very high. So congratulations with that. And of course, we wish you all the best with the implementation of the plans that you have agreed with the member cities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, to present the leadership plan and strategy for the South America, I would like to invite Hugo Salomão França, steering committee member from the city of Belo Horizonte. Please, Hugo, tell us what you have decided during your regionalization session, which I was also attended till the end. It was, I think, the longest session of all 6. So tell us what you have decided. I didn't get everything because I don't speak Portuguese and Spanish, but I think you have reached a lot of agreements, and please go ahead.
But you speak Italian, then you understand half of it at least.
Yes, I speak Italian.
Yes, then
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you
Please,
very much.
The floor is yours.
Ruslan. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here representing South America, along with the city of Rosario, our partners in the steering committee. And, well, a little bit of a context of our region. I think we have a nice slide, but I think our main goal is having an European slide in a couple of years, like hundreds of signatory cities and lots of global and regional forums. And we are very happy to have Rio de Janeiro as the first city in the Global South hosting a global forum. This is very important for us, and I think we have to decentralize as much as we can the forums and to be in other parts of the world because the differences are huge. And well, the continent food system face great difficulties such inefficiency and exclusion, concentration of capital, high and unequal prices, and the degradation of natural resources. At the same time, however, South America has a fast-growing agro-industry, a vast variety of natural resources, geographic diversity, and is also one of the main food producers and exporters in the world. According to the recently released agricultural agricultural outlook of OECD and FAO, it predicts that Latin America and the Caribbean, as one of the most urbanized regions in the world and one of the most populous, will be responsible for more than 25% of global exports of agricultural and fishery products by 2028. At the same time, the document predicts that the global demand for agricultural products will grow 15%. It is essential, though, that Latin America rethink and transform its agricultural systems in order to reduce its carbon emissions and contribute in the mitigation of the climate emergency and promoting access to nutritious food for the population. And also, according to the UN Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, it is estimated that only in 2020, the extreme poverty rate reached to 12.5% of the population, and the poverty rate in general 33.7%. This means that the total number of poor people in the region reached 209 million at the end of last year. And from one year to another, we had 22 million more than the previous one. And 78 million people in the extreme poverty, and 80 million more than the previous year. So our leadership plan proposes to accelerate the implementation of global agreements like the SDGs, the New Urban Agenda, the Paris Agreement, through the food system, promote the engagement of new members as well and new countries. We are currently 20 cities and 6 countries, and also submit cooperation projects and foster for international cooperations. Also the implementation of the Barcelona Challenge, and the production and, well, working with other strategic partners in the region. In our session about the regionalization strategies, mainly, some of the main outputs and challenges that were presented was, well, logistic as one of the main issues, both regarding production and regarding distribution, the intersectorial and transversal character of those policies that most of times involves many sectors and many stakeholders, training and capacity building as one of the main assets and necessities that the region needs, both from technicians but also farmers and other partners, and, well, shared responsibilities between local, regional, and federal government, especially in, well, the case of Brazil currently, the federal government doesn't want to play its part. So most of times, and specifically in our case right now, most of the charge stays in the local level. And the 2 main points, and I end with them, is funding. We have a rapidly and highly increased demand, but not an increasing budget. On the contrary, we are in a context of economic, financial, and social crisis, so this is a very relevant issue. And the last one, international cooperation. That's key. And, well, so let's praise and foster efforts like the Milan Urban Food Policy Pact as a real tool, a real mechanism for regional and global development. And muchas gracias a la ciudad de Barcelona.
Thank you very much to the city of Barcelona. Thank you to the city of Milan.
Thank you very much, Hugo. Again, congratulations to the South America region for winning the next global forum. And I hope next year we will meet for the similar session in Rio de Janeiro. And the city of Belo Horizonte is very close to Rio de Janeiro.
You will also be invited to visit us. Yeah, definitely.
And of course, we wish you to overcome all challenges that you have in your region and successfully implement your plans.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I would like to thank all speakers for being us here on site and online. and for your valuable contribution to this plenary session. I wish all of us to reach the goals that we have set here during these regionalization sessions. And hopefully next year we can report that most of the goals were reached, because we have 1.5 years. So after 1 year, we'll be able to see how successful is our implementation. Thank you very much. I will pass the word to Filippo then.
Yeah, just to say thank you to all the steering committee members, and thank you to Ruslan, that is coordinating the steering committee. We set very ambitious goals for the years ahead. They need your support to implement these objectives. So we invite all the signatory cities to fully support the steering committee members and work together. So we will see our achievement in 1 year. Thank you very much.